First order of business. Cheers. So, it's done. 6 months ago when I started this, I didn't think it was going to take the full 6 months. In fact, I rather thought I'd get it done quick enough I could do maybe a second one and maybe the freestyle next year. We'll try that. But first of all, thank you, Ben. Thank you so much for having this crazy competition, for having the channel wherein I have learned enough to take on things like these instruments I do now. Not the least of which is your ability to just look past the mistakes and little ones, big ones, whatever. I used to be terrible about that. If I'd made a little mistake, I'd agonize about it for hours over, what's the line? Yeah, it's a hitchhiker's quote, never mind. I'd be really bummed about it, and it would cause me lots of angst, and I've discovered, because you're absolutely right, it's wood, man, it's wood. You can fix just about anything, and what you can't fix, you can redo. I know this for a fact because on this guitar I had to make 2 necks, which almost became 3. The tailpiece design worked great, except that my angle calculation was off and it was kicking up too high, and the strings went from the tailpiece right to the nut. Unless you had the bridge up so far, it wouldn't work. So much was learned, and it's turned out pretty nice. I'll give you a tour in a second. Real quick, other thanks, Mark Szabo, my partner in crime with Tunguska Guitars, who saved my bacon by, well, first of all, winding up the homemade pickups. He's got these lovely Alnico 2s on this thing. And second, for doing one hell of a fret job. I was in the midst of some really heavy real job work stuff that landed all at the same time, and he took the reins, and we got done with the day to spare. Also want to thank my brother-in-law Raleigh Bostic, who had the lovely 2-inch slabs of black walnut and cherry that I used to make this thing. Matt Spetz at the University of Cincinnati Makerspace, who dialed up the tool paths and stuff on my tailpiece design and CNC machined it. Also want to thank my buddy Mike Mitchum, who is just supportive. We both customized motorcycles together, and that kind of got my maker bug really going and started taking this guitar thing a little more seriously. And that's about it. You know, one of the other things I definitely want to say is I am looking forward to next year. You guitar makers have kept me humble with your posts on the forums, and every time I'd get a little cocky, I'd see somebody else's work and just go, okay, game on. I'm in extremely good company, and if I can just get this thing done and it works, then I'll at least feel like I have accomplished something. So I'm looking forward to cage matching with you all again next year, which will be coming soon. So in the meantime, let me give you a quick tour. Tour of the M5. Body, like I said, black walnut cherry. Custom tailpiece, machined, complete with the groovy Tunguska logo in there. Totally thrilled about that. Recessed bridge. Pair of Alnico 2 humbuckers, a little overwound by my buddy Mark. They're killer. Cherry bound Macassar Ebony neck. Buffalo horn nut. Graphtec ratio tuning machines. Same cherry and black walnut headstock. Pretty simple electronics. Push pill pots. Coil splits. On the flip side, black walnut cherry and maple laminated neck and body. Set neck. Groovy, hopefully seamless transition. Ever famous and popular magnetic cavity cover. Pretty basic electronics.
That's it.
Thank you all so much. See you next year.